Welcome to A Taste of Luxury. In this channel, I take you to some of the world's most exclusive 3 Michelin star restaurants. We will take the tour, sample the menu, and then decide, is it really worth it? I will be your guide every step of the way, from the design and the service to the food, drinks, and of course, the prices. I will be your eyes, ears, taste buds, and your wallet. And at the end of the meal, I will boil it down and make the ultimate decision. Is it worth your time and money? My name is Alexander. I'm a co-owner of one Michelin star restaurant and I'm on a mission to find inspiration in gastronomy. I love fine dining, good wine and sharing what I know with other people. And that's where you come in. So join me for a taste of luxury. Welcome to Alexander the Guest. We are off to the south of France. A short walk from the Mediterranean coast in the French Riviera. Tucked away in a small back street of Marseille is our restaurant for today, Emperor Alexandre Mazzia. The owner and chef is Alexandre Mazzia, and his story is as unique as his restaurant. He was born in Pont-Noir in the Republic of Congo on the African shores of the Atlantic Ocean. He spends the first 15 years of his life here and grows up with the common smells of grilled fish and spices. He moves to France at 15 and dedicates his life to sport. At almost 2 meters tall, he focuses on basketball. He turns pro, plays for France. And then, lucky for us gastro lovers, he starts to develop his talent off the court and in the kitchen. Finally, Mazzia starts playing by his own rules and eventually becomes the award-winning chef he is today. Mazzia cooks by instinct, but it's true to his roots. He cooks French cuisine with a Congolese vibe. Emperor Alexandre Mazzia opened in June 2014. The next year, it's awarded its first Michelin star. In 2019, star number 2, and in 2021, Emperor Alexandre Mazzia wins the top honor of 3 Michelin stars, which makes it one of the most exclusive restaurants in the world. How exclusive? The number of restaurants with 3 stars is 142. Side note, our 1 Michelin star place is called 42 Restaurant. From the street, Emperor Alexandre Mazzia looks more like a fancy design firm than a 3 Michelin star restaurant. But sometimes these minimalist exteriors are just a mask for the adventure that waits inside. First impression? It's cozy and welcoming. There are just 22 seats. But what makes things really interesting is the open kitchen. You can watch as the finishing touches are put on every dish, making this place as much a visual experience as it is a gastronomic one. The interior decor is really cool. Everything is made of all natural materials, like wood and stone. It feels fresh and clean here. It's brave, the tables are mismatched, nothing is predictable. For a minute, you almost forget that everything is carefully planned to the very last detail. At one point I go to the bathroom, and what do I hear coming to the speakers? 50 Cent. Imagine, upstairs, chefs with visors, guys in nice suits, and downstairs, it's a completely different world. Not what you expect from a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Familiar, but unpredictable. At one point, Mazzia's little girl runs in. He picks her up, gives her a kiss, and hands her a piece of candy floss. This place is full of positive energy.
With the white fruits and the salmon eggs marinated with sake.
The head waiter comes to the table, really friendly, but in a controlled and efficient way. You immediately get the sense that he knows his stuff and you are in good hands. Rarely do you meet a guy like this, even in a 3 Michelin star restaurant.
Thank you.
The sommelier was exceptional. He struck me as a smart and careful person who did his job with extreme delicacy. I was surprised by the menu. It was interesting and looked like a small boarding pass with some mysterious French text on it. I went for the food tasting menu to make sure I didn't miss anything. Michelin chefs like to tell a story through their food, and I could tell that Mazzia had a lot to say. In a 2-hour span, there were a total of 23 plates. There was always something coming to the table, and no 2 plates were the same shape, size, or color. But the funny thing was they all matched in some way, an edge here, a detail there. Everything was new each time, but it managed to fit together. It's little details like this that makes Alexandre Mazzia so much fun. At any given time, I had 5 dishes on the table. Some crunchy, some soft, some with tiny details, some with rustic elements. Almost like different chefs were cooking with the same heart. That's something you can expect from a 3 Michelin star restaurant, and Alexandre Mazzia did this beautifully. Of course, we needed to put the sommelier to work. He made some excellent recommendations. I had a chance to taste champagne by the glass from small producers that I had never seen, heard of, or tasted before. But the most memorable part was a great deal on 2008 Jacques Sello's. Jacques Sello's is a small-scale, family-run champagne house in Avize. This little champagne house doesn't produce much, so most Jacques Sello's champagne never leaves the country. I was able to buy a 2008 for 540 euros at the restaurant. But the same bottle of White Searcher cost a small fortune at nearly 4,000 euros. It was a once-in-a-lifetime chance. The winery doesn't produce much, and 2008 was one of the best vintage in the history of champagne. That's why France is such a gastronomic powerhouse. They have a lot of good stuff, but you need to come here to get it. And now, my final thoughts on Alexandre Mazzia. Design brilliant, brave, unpredictable and fun. Staff excellent, smart, careful and friendly. Menu amazing. Mazzia tells a wonderful story. Alexandre Mazzia was one of the most memorable 3 Michelin star dining experiences of my life. The self-discipline and hard work from his early years really shows in the quality of Mazzia's restaurant. I've been to at least 35 3 Michelin star restaurants so far. The brave creativity and freedom puts Alexandre Mazzia in my top 5. I can't wait to go back. That does it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. Come back again for an all-new 3 Michelin star experience. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button for more and enjoy the taste of luxury on Alexander the Guest. See you soon.
You can call me stupid.